Hi everybody, just wanted to share a quick video about how you can become better at flying helicopters in Battlefield 4, because they can be quite tricky to fly around to start off with, but they are terribly fun and can be really helpful on the battlefield. So what we're going to look at today is flying the transport helicopter, the little bird and the attack helicopter. So let's start off with the transport helicopter and let's dive in. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm on the test range, which is a really cool place to hang around and get useful. Now, first things first, when you're starting off, always press down on your right stick and get the external view. This makes things much more easier when you're flying helicopters. Take your bird up into the air, and when you really first start flying them, just do really small movements. Just get used to what the controls do. Turning the helicopter around. You know, as you pitch it forward, it'll start to move forward, but you need a little more power to maintain your height. And you can slowly go backwards, or you can flare to stop. And just less is more. Just move the helicopter very slowly. And what you want to be doing to start off with, to get your accuracy as a pilot better, use the test range. Use the outside of the island as a route just to follow, and just gradually follow the outside of the island around. Don't worry if you don't follow it exactly, it's just about getting used to gently nursing the helicopter around so you end up going in roughly the right direction. And what you want to start doing is when you start getting to the corners, obviously you can turn the helicopter like so and like so. But if you want to do better, faster turns, what you need to do is you need to turn the helicopter in terms of making it sort of spin to the right or the left, but also make it lean over as well, so you kind of move both sticks over in the direction you want to go, and just do it for a little bit and then straighten out the nose and just roughly follow the outline of the island. And if you do that one way, you know, go around the island once and then just make sure you turn around and start going the other way, so you get used to going in both sorts of turns, you will slowly start to get more used to the helicopter. Now, as part of this drill, one of the things you want to do is you want to see, you know, the little building that's there in the middle of the island, you want to try and land on top of that. Now, that might seem really difficult to start off with, but as you practice, and remember, come in nice and slow, and when you get close, flare, so tip it back and then bring it down and then hop out. There we go, and you've landed your helicopter there. And then the other place you want to practice landing, if you just take it back into the air again, is over on the little outcrop over here. So just slowly make your way towards that little bit of sand. Nice, slow, little, small adjustments. And then flare, take her down, and hop off. There we go. And if you do that, that will start making you a better helicopter pilot. Now, when you kind of got a bit bored with just flying around the beaches around the outside of the island, start following the road on the inside of the island, because this has sharper turns and is a little bit more difficult. And see how low you can get following this road, and you can start to speed it up a bit as well. And there are also things like these spotlights that are sticking up that you can bash into if you're not careful, and there's trees as well. And again, you know, when you play Battlefield 4, go into the test range and just have a go at just following this around. I'm not suggesting doing this for hours, but just do it for a bit to get used to the feeling of the helicopters. And before you know it, it will be second nature flying helicopters through small spaces, flying low to avoid enemy helicopters and enemy anti-aircraft and jets and things like that. Okay, so that's the transport helicopter. Let's put her back down. We're going to go into the little bird next, so let's just take her down. And let's hop out and let's get in the little bird. Now, the little bird is really cool. Again, let's go to the outside view, because it's a lot faster, a lot more manoeuvrable, but best of all, it's got guns on the front. Woohoo, as you can see. So do the same thing with the little bird. Start off with practice flying around the outside of the island, you know, just to get used to the way that she handles. And then when you get a little bit more confident, start following the road. You know, both ways. And when you're happy with that, we've got to start using these guns. And what I suggest you do is you come over to the target range on this side of the island. Here we go. And then switch to the inside view. And what our aim to do is to move down the target range as slow as we can, just blasting some of these targets. Look out for those crosshairs. Now, don't worry if you start missing them. It's just about really just getting used to the way that you can turn and aim. And then if you miss some, you know, move on to the next targets. And then move on to the other ones. And then as soon as you've gone past, you know, flick back to the third person view, move round, and then move back to the other end, go back to the target range again, starting off at this end. And then let's get over here, go back to the inside view. Little hint as well actually is when you are turning in the air with the helicopter, say I'm turning from left to right, to stop the turn, put the stick in the opposite direction and you'll stop faster. And now let's just slowly move down the target range, picking our targets out. Again, it doesn't really matter if you miss, it's just about getting the practice of chasing targets. And again, have a go at landing on top of this regularly. Now the reason why we do this is because, whoa, God, I almost fell off the edge then, didn't I? It's just one of the things I like to do with the helicopters is if there's a flag that you want to capture that isn't really contested, you can use the helicopter just to hover above it. And then if any enemies come along, you can then quickly fly away. And just by getting used to sort of putting the helicopter down in specific locations, that will really get you used to putting your helicopter down on particular flags. Now, let's have a quick go with the attack helicopter. So I just want to show you some practicing things you can do with the attack helicopter. Now, the attack helicopter always works best when there's two of you in it. You as the pilot, and then somebody else as the gunner. And then you can make use of that minigun that's on the front. Again, do the normal thing of flying around the outside and following the roads. But what we want to really do with this is there's a handy little tank. Where is it? Let me see. I'm on top of it, aren't I? Yeah, there's the tank. See the tank there? So what I like to do is if you fly out over the sea over here and then go to the inside view, what our job is to fly over the island and just see if we can hit this tank. I mean, there are these sort of little jeeps as well you can have a go at firing at. But let's have a go at getting this tank because he's kind of he's against green on green. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. It'll take a couple of passes to get him. And that can be really good to get your eye on. There are ships as well that you can have a go at firing at, but they can be quite tricky. And then the other thing you want to practice firing at is go to the inside, flick to your sidewinders, and just have a go at firing anti-aircraft missiles at the drones. You know, they're not going to fire flares out, but it's going to get you used to swapping between your weapons. And then say we can then drop down again. I don't know, see if we can take out one of these jeeps on the end of the pier. As we come in, we'll just get used to hitting things. There we go. Bring, 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 bring. Lovely jobs. So let's just put this baby down. Back with the other helicopters. As we come in, flare, take her down, and hop out. So there we go, there's my quick little guide to getting better at flying helicopters in Battlefield 4. Take them up, take them around the outside of the island to start off with, and when you get a little bit more confident, start following the roads on the island. And then have a go with the little bird and just zip down that target range, just trying to take out the targets, and then have a jump in the attack helicopter and have a go at blowing holes in that tank. I hope this has been helpful. If you've got any questions or comments, please put them down below. If you enjoyed the video, press like. If you want to see more of the same, subscribe. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.